Hey YouTubers, it's that Van Guy again with another weekly store finds and mail deliveries video. I got a lot of cool stuff this week, a lot of it from eBay, a few pieces from a couple of Diecast based Facebook groups or pages. Let's get right into it. The first one on the turntable is this really cool Hot Wheels Combi that I picked up off of eBay. And this hasn't even been released yet. I'm not sure if it's just going to be a mainline for later this year, like a recolor. It's the exact same design as the Purple Treasure Hunt that's already out. But this one, what's cool about it is, one, I got it before it's even released in store, so that's cool. Sent straight from Malaysia. Probably from a factory worker that had sticky fingers and sold a few on eBay. Another thing that's cool about it, if I can hold the camera, it's actually referred to as an unspun, which means, I'm not sure why they use that terminology, but that's the vernacular in the Hot Wheels world, is unspun, which means it's not riveted, which to some people means it's worth more money. It means it was never really finished, or it was taken off the line before it was packaged. And I can kind of try to show you that here. The three different pieces, because it's not riveted or unspun, it's real easy to take apart, and you can see the different pieces and how it goes together. Here's the interior piece. Here's the plastic base with the axles in it. So if you ever were curious about customizing a Hot Wheels car, it's definitely doable, and loads of people do it. Not really a big fan of these different colored wheels, so definitely on something like this that's unspun, I could just take these axles out and put a different style wheel in there. Maybe one a Real Riders axle with rubber tires. And here's the body shell with the paint on it. See in the rivets. I'll see if I can show you. The body has the little rivet shafts in it, and then this interior piece fits over that, and then I'll probably have to do it sideways so the wheels don't fall off. See, the axles are falling out. Let me just fix this. So I'll probably have to do it in the reverse order. Okay, so I got the wheels on the axle. Take the interior piece and put that on. That'll help hold the wheels in place. And then the body with the rivet shafts slide down through the holes. If I can get it on straight. Sure I have it on there straight. There we go. All back together. Let's see, if you look at the bottom, I think there's some sort of a punch. I'm not really an expert on these, but see how there's like flat rivets that kind of, or flat shafts kind of stick down? I believe there's some sort of a punch mechanism or something that presses on the bottom of those and spreads them out, you know, kind of like a rivet would. Or there might be like a rivet top that goes on these to hold it all together. But that's an unspun. And it's just really cool that, you know, I got it before it even is available in stores. I'm a big Combi fan. I have a lot of cool Combis. I pretty much have all of the regular releases. So when I saw this on eBay, it's like, I don't have that one yet. So, and it was selling pretty cheap, so I snapped it up. Alright, well, we got a lot of other cool stuff to look at, so let's move on. I also am a big Corgi fan. And this is like my favorite Corgi casting. It's kind of based on a Dodge van. I believe the name of the casting, I don't know if it says it on here. What's cool about this casting, I'll just kind of hold this up so you can pause it if you like. What's cool about this casting is it's a Corgi, but it was a popular Corgi, I believe, so Hot Wheels bought the rights to the casting. So this is a Corgi, but it's also a Hot Wheels. Same exact casting. They changed it and put the different wheels on it. Hot Wheels usually has nicer wheels than some of these like cheaper off-brands. But there are 2 or 3 examples, I believe, I know for sure 2, that are Hot Wheels castings with this exact body. There's a purple Chuck E. Cheese version, and then there's a J.C. Whitney version that has rubber tires, Real Riders, and it's done up like a conversion camper van. That particular van is the only one of this casting that ever had rubber tires, to my knowledge, is the J.C. Whitney Hot Wheels version. So let's crack into this one, take a look at it. This is one I didn't have. I'll be doing a video in the future on this casting. Let's take a look at it on the turntable. Police SWAT van. It's got the little ladder on the back and the spare tire on the back, side pipes. It's got kind of like a custom two-tiered roof. Two-tiered roof on the top, and then it's got some cool ground effects and louvers in the hood. So it's definitely like a custom van, hot rodded van. And I believe the name of the casting is Hot Rod Custom Van, I believe. So let's go on to the next one. Really cool, glad to have that one. This one is a Ford Aerostar by Hot Wheels. Qantas. I did not have this one. I have most of these Ford Aerostars. Let's take a look at this one. I'm glad to be able to add it to the collection. When I have them all, I think I only need one more. I think there's a Kinko's van I don't have. Get it out of the pack. There's only one more that I don't have. It's a Kinko's van, and they're readily available on eBay. Not as readily available as these. But when I pick it up, then I'll be doing a casting spotlight on this Ford Aerostar. I have quite a few. I think there's like 8 or 9 in the casting lineup. And I have every single one now that I have this, except for the Kinko's van. And that was like a promo, a Kinko's store promo. If you're not familiar with Kinko's, it was like a copier, printer place where you could go in and have flyers made and stuff like that. Office supplies, all sorts of stuff. Okay, next one. This one is really cool. This is a Matchbox Light and Sound with like a European style Ford van, I believe. It's pretty cool. I don't know if there's a way to change the battery on this. I mean, I'm not sure how old this is. Let's take a look and see. It says 1996, actually. I thought it would be older than that. Right here, next to my fingernail there. 1996. But I can pause it if you want to check it out. Matchbox. Light and Sound. What's really cool is I kind of figured it wouldn't work anymore because it's older, but I don't know if you can hear that. It's got a little alarm that's going. Although I don't see the lights flash on top. Oh, maybe they are just a little bit. Pretty faint. Kind of cool. Let's crack into this one. I have a couple of these, not a lot. It is kind of a cooler one. It looks kind of like a race car to me. Like a race car version of a van. With the ground effects and everything. Pretty cool one. It's definitely, you know, because it's just been pulled out of the blister, it's definitely in mint condition. Super cherry. Paint job or deco. Tampos, really nice. Super shiny. But yeah, it definitely looks like a race car to me. It's got, you know, exhaust, like cold air intakes on the sides and ground effects and big spoiler, like wing on the back. So it definitely looks like a race car van. Really cool one. I do have a few of those, but not a lot. Alright, let's see, where should we go next? I kind of been on an Anglia kick here. Anglia panel. I had a few of these, but I wasn't really sure if I really wanted to get hardcore collecting them. But I recently was at one of our local meets and picked up a Gravedigger version and a couple other ones super cheap for like 50 cents a piece, and they're in mint condition. And that kind of sparked my interest in these again. And I looked on eBay and I found a bunch for super cheap. So I picked up a few, and unfortunately for me, this casting, the Anglia panel, there's like 40 or 50 different versions. Maybe not that long, maybe not that many, 30 to 40 at least, of different versions of this casting. So let's crack into it. I got quite a few of these. I also have some loose stuff we'll take a look at. This one is the WWF Roddy Piper, if you're a wrestling fan. Roddy Piper. And you can see he has the WWE wrestling logo there. Pretty cool one. Just plastic wheels. But nice, cool paint job on it. Here's another one that's just like a mainline, picked up really cheap. Anglia panel. I think there's a few of these. Because I think there's like kind of like a paint variation where there's a couple different shades of this. Like a lighter blue and a darker blue. Because the resource that I use to get info on these different Hot Wheels castings, it shows like 2 or 3 different listings for this one. It could just be one is like a Malaysia base and one is like a Hong Kong or China base, where the bases were made differently, so it just says something different on the base. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what's this. Made in China. Plastic base. Yeah, so not sure why there's a couple of different ones of that particular color. They're just like different shades, it seems like. Alright. Next one. This is a cool Hot Wheels delivery. Ford Anglia panel. This one's all these castings, I believe all of them have opening hoods. So a lot of times you can see the hood open on it in the packaging. But this one's metal on metal, Real Rider tires. Let me take a look at I'll leave the hood popped so you can kind of get a shot of the engine. Just looks like some sort of crazy intake on top, like side intake air inlets on the engine. This is a drag car version. All of them have the little wheelie bars and the parachute pack on the back. Really cool one. Love the color and the flames on it. Really cool. Another one that I grabbed is this one here. Really cool card art on this one. This is like a 4th in the series. International Show Car Association, ISCA Special Edition. So this one's got really cool card art. I feel kind of funny about tearing it open. It looks like maybe this was sold at the shows, because it looks like it has like all the dates of where it was different, like the show circuit. Well, I'm a loose collector, so unfortunately this one's going to get cracked open. If I can get it open, this one seems like it's maybe got some extra backing. I like it when they do that. That way you don't get like package rub or the car is damaged. So you can see this one has like an inner liner to keep it like perfect, which is really cool. You know, it's nice that they go the extra mile. This one actually has a plastic base, but it's got real rider tires. Take a look at it. It's nice when they put that little extra packaging in just to make sure that the car doesn't get messed up. Although sometimes even the plastic liner will like chafe the paint or scratch it. I had an expensive Hot Wheels collector's version that had an inner and outer plastic, and it scratched it up and chafed like a pinstripe off, so I wasn't too thrilled about that. And you'll see that in a future video. Here's another Inglia paddle. This is 100% Hot Wheels Rod and Custom Magazine series. Another cool one. A little more elaborate packaging. A little harder to crack into. See, it's got the inner liner again. This one looks like it's got a chrome engine. Pretty cool. Nice two-tone paint, cool flames. Wow, look at even there's like a special detail on the parachute pack on the back. That's pretty cool. Nice wheels. Extra attention to detail. Pretty cool one. Yeah, I'm going to be doing an Inglia panel spotlight in the near future here because I got a bunch of these. I didn't realize there were so many when I decided I was going to start collecting them. Here's a really cool one. This is a Racing Champions van. Racing Champions. I have a few of these. They have a few different bands. I think they have like a Kiss or... I'm drawing a blank now on some of the other ones. Ozzy Osbourne, I believe. I think there's a Alice Cooper version. Hot Rock and Steel Diecast. Racing Champions. I'll just hold it for a second. If you want to pause it, you can read it. Crack open it. This one has some of these more premium Racing Champion releases have like a little stand. They come with like a little stand. And I usually don't keep the stand because I usually display mine in a display case. It's falling apart here on me. See, it has this little display stand. Let's take a look, see. See, it's got the little display stand where you can sit the van in there. The doors on this particular casting open in the back. Just kind of a cool feature. So it has like, yeah, this little display stand. Kind of cool they have like a little extra cardboard billboard behind it. But I'm not too into these. I usually just toss them. Let's take a look. It's got some cool graphics on top. Looks like metal base. It's a heavier casting. Metal base, metal body. I don't know how easily these doors, you can see the seam there. There's a little gap in the seam. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be real easy to open. I don't want to force it. I don't really care. There's really usually not much inside. It's just an empty van on the inside. Just see the seats in the front. That's pretty much it. But this is one I don't have. Another video coming in the future is a spotlight on these Racing Champions vans. I have quite a few. I try to collect most of them before I make a video. Alright. Now on to some loose stuff. I got a couple cool loose ones that I found on eBay. Here's a Matchbox. This is a Swamp Runner. I think it came with like a little plastic like swamp monster too in the packaging, but I didn't care about that. I found it loose and it was cheap, and I just wanted a good example of a van. I generally don't like these like ones with the big tires, like the 4x4 versions of this Chevy casting Matchbox. But this one's pretty cool. It's all blacked out. It's a Swamp Runner. It kind of has like some, mud style little gray hash marks on the side, like it kind of got mud slung up on the sides and stuff. Just a different one. Then I also found another Matchbox that I didn't have. This is, I believe, like a snowboard manufacturer, possibly. I don't know if it's a real Pro Atom custom boards and equipment. Snowboards. I don't know if I'm assuming it's probably a real company, but I don't know much about snowboards, so I wouldn't really know. It's got really cool metallic green paint, and the Atom logo is on the doors, and then it has like ants crawling around on it, and it looks like it's got two different designs, one on each side, which is cool. Yeah, two different designs. Like it when they do that. Alright, here's another Matchbox. This one is another loose one. Another slightly older 4x4 version. Surf's Up. I might have this one already. I need to double check, but it came as a combo with a larger scale van. Also with a surf theme on it. It was a 124 scale. I'm not sure if I'm going to show that in the future, because most of my videos are 164 scale stuff. Leave a comment if you're interested in seeing my larger stuff, because I do have a few. Maybe I'll do a video on my 18th scale and 124 scale vans. I don't have a lot. I try to stick to the 164 scale stuff because it's just so much easier to display. When you get into the really huge ones, they're a lot more money and they just take up a lot more room for displaying purposes. And here's another Anglia that I picked up. A nice real detailed one with real riders, real rubber tires. And that'll be the last car to show for this week. That's everything I got this week. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.